Hello and welcome to Telile Today. Today we have a very festive Telile Today for you. First we are going to go down to Lenoir Forge Museum and we're going to speak to Hughie Sampson. Hughie worked at Development on the Dam during the summer 2001 and he helped organize Codstock. And then we are going to show you some videos from Sons of Maxwell who performed at Codstock this summer. And then we're going to bring you a video segment produced by Sensen on Janvrins Fest 2000, and it's filmed and edited by Jason Duerong, and the music you're going to hear over that is by Party in the Kitchen. So now let's go down to Lenoir Forge Museum and speak to Hughie Sampson. Hello and welcome to Telile Today. Today I'm down at Lenoir Forge Museum and I'm talking to Hughie Sampson, who is a summer student for Development on the Dam. Good day, Hughie.
Hi, how are you doing today, Rhonda?
Good, thanks. Now, do you want to tell me a bit about what you do for DEMA throughout the summer, Hughie?
Sure. Personally, I work back and forth between the Lenoir Forge Museum and Development on the Dam. That basically means that on certain days of the week I can be found here at the Forge, you know, the beautiful area at the bottom of Ayrshad, and being a museum curator, doing different things, giving tours, while on other days I can be found up at the offices of Development on the Dam, whether it's organizing festivals, trying to get things underway and whatnot, such as Codstock or the Seafood Festival, things like that.
Okay, I guess part of the reason I'm here talking to you today is to talk about Codstock. This year was, how many, the 6th, 7th annual?
6th annual Codstock this year.
Right. And I participated in Codstock this year, and I would say that you probably had one of the best turnouts, people-wise. Yeah,
it was actually, the way they like to phrase it is that we turned a corner on the event, which makes me happy. It was really nice. We had a great turnout, great volunteers such as Rhonda here. Gloria Hill was also another great volunteer from Telile. You know, what's so nice about it is that there are so many people who come together in the community to put it on. It's not just, say, like me or people at the office, because we work with, you know, 50 or 60 volunteers that night, just running everything, whether it's, you know, making mussels or running the bar or doing security or whatnot. So it really takes a lot of work, and we're really pleased. I mean, everybody did their job well, and I think it really paid off, and we had a nice turnout and a good time.
Right, right. Any idea on how many people actually came through the gate that night?
Well, a rough estimate, I think, was approximately 1,100-ish, but I think really closer to 1,300 or 1,400. I mean, you know, there was quite a crowd down here that we were expecting a lot, but not that much. So it was really nice. You know, we did a lot of advertising. Once again, you know, so many people helped us out. So, you know, it was nice. You could, you know, if you were up at the top of the road looking down, it was insane. Such a crowd. Yeah.
Now, I guess the talent that night was awesome too. I mean, the local talent was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then you had a group come in for an hour and a half. Sons of Maxwell?
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Do you want to tell me a bit about Sons of Maxwell? I know when you were organizing it, you would call me up and you would give me quite a spiel about them. So you want to tell me a bit about them now?
Sure. Well, Sons of Maxwell, actually, they are more of a nationally recognized group than you find in this area. And somebody had seen them on breakfast television, and they had been getting a lot of publicity recently, and so people thought, well, you know, wouldn't it be great if we had them? And it was just something like an idea that we were kind of shooting around. So it turned out we gave them a call, and we were wondering, you know, what their price is to come down for an evening. And it turned out that they gave us such a discount that we were able to have them, a group like that, for not that much money when you compare it to other groups, which was so nice because it really got us a lot of attention. We spoke with people from visitor information centers who said people were pouring in to come see Sons of Maxwell, which was really nice. And I mean, they were fabulous guys. Don and Dave Carroll and the rest of their group, they've won so many awards, and they've been nominated for ECMAs, like the Group of the Year, for the past 4 years, I believe. They had one of the top 100 CMT videos. They were the Galaxy Group of the Year in 2000, and what's really impressive about them also, I find, is that they're all their music's original music written by the two brothers, or I think one brother in particular, which is really nice because they don't play all cover songs, they don't play all sorts of things like that. It's their own music, which is really nice.
Yeah. I had a chance to meet Dave and Don, and they were both very nice guys.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from there.
Yeah.
They were really nice. Now, they also sent a videotape, and we're gonna show you, the viewers, 3 of their videos. Now, they're living in Halifax now, I understand, and all 3 videos are shot right in Halifax, right?
Okay. Yeah, I believe so. They're originally from Ottawa, or Ontario. I'm not sure if it's Ottawa. I think so.
Yeah.
And then having come to the Maritimes, that's when they hit it big and they really gained in popularity. So they're very well known in Nova Scotia and
outside of Nova Scotia as well. From what I understand, they've pretty well covered all of Canada and then some.
Yeah, if you go to their website, you see they give tour dates, and I mean they play everywhere. And for such, they played Canada Day on Parliament Hill, So it's very impressive. They've really got a lot that they bring with them to the show. So we were so happy to have them.
Right. Now, also you were saying, you kind of touched on the fact that you have a seafood festival and you have a Summer's End Beer Bash this year, and Codstock. Now, what about the development on the trail? Do you participate in that at all, Huey?
Well, I personally am not too involved with the things that happen on the trail. That I know there are other people at the office, such as Daryl Landry and Aldrich Landry as well, and there are also other people who work on it. But the trail itself, I think it's not completed as of yet, but I know they are doing quite a bit of work on it, and I went out myself and I did one of the loops, and it's beautiful. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they have bridges and boardwalks where it gets kind of mucky. It's really nice, and it's not just for somebody who's, the expert hiker. It's somebody who who could go for a stroll on the street. They could do it there and get close to nature, and it's really nice. So when it is completed, it will be a sight to see.
Right. Okay, is there anything you'd like to add at this time, Huey?
Well, I'd really like to thank the volunteers and everybody who helped make Codstock a success. I mean, it wouldn't have been possible without the help of so many different people who did so many different things. And I mean, everybody up at the office, Brenda Martell and Stephen and Daryl and everybody else who helps out, because this isn't just the efforts of one person who puts this together. This is so many people coming together to put on a great show so people can have a great time, and I really think this year it worked out. So I'd like to thank them all, and as well I'd like to thank my hairstylist who did my hair this evening, last night. And so thank you, Fabienne, and there you go.
Okay, so in a very short period of time, I understand you'll be going back to school. What are you doing, Huey?
Well, I'm at the University of King's College in Halifax, where last year I took journalism. I'm not sure. I think I might be continuing in it, but if not, I might possibly study English or classics. So it's really up in the air. I know I only have a week or 2 left to decide, but the decision will be made. And I feel I will make the right decision when it comes down to it, but right now I'd rather not. Be
Commit.
too right, exactly. So I'm heading back to Halifax, and I'm really excited. It's going to be a great year, and who knows, maybe I'll be here next year working on Codstock, maybe somewhere else, who knows.
Right. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Huey, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, it is my duty to inform you of one beauty, though I'll ask of you the favor not to see her for a while. Oh, my love, she is a creature of character and feature, and no words can paint a picture of the Queen of Old Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you'd have just been there, the swan was in her movement and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden would bow and ask for pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of Old Argyle. On the morning that I mentioned, I pass polite attention down through part of our dear country, known for beauty and for style, in a place of noble thinkers, of scholars and great drinkers. All through all her lovely splendour shone the Queen of old Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you'd have just been there, the swan was in her movement and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden would bow and ask for pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of old Argyle. Well, I must leave you. My intention's not to grieve you, for no need would I deceive you, for I'll see you in a while. I must find some way to gain her, to court her and to tame her, for I fear my heart's in danger from the Queen of old Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you'd have just been there, the swan was in her movement and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden would bow and ask for pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of old Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you'd have just been there, the swan was in her movement and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden would bow and ask for pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of old Argyle. And if you could have seen her there, boys, if you'd have just been there, the swan was in her movement and the marble in her smile. All the roses in the garden would bow and ask for pardon, for not one could match the beauty of the Queen of old Argyle. A liquor store was hit last evening, and the fugitive is headed south. They're looking for a red-haired woman with a red bandana and a gold tooth in her mouth. Witnesses say she was laughing when she called the man aside. On her way out the door with the money from the drawer and a gun, she took his life. And everybody says, what is the world coming to? Everybody seems to be so cruel. The neighborhood is not the place to feel safe anymore. There's a guy with a reputation, and he used to be a friend of mine. And he's not a bad guy, but he's always high, and he's selling drugs full time. People sit around and remember how we used to play in the streets, but now they're crawling with punks, peddling their junk in every schoolyard they infiltrate. And everybody says, what is the world coming to? Everybody seems to be so cruel. The neighborhood is not the place to feel safe anymore. Just around the corner from my house, there's a man who hates his life, and he likes to shout and take things out on his kids and on his wife. And the neighbors, they all resent him for the damage that he has done. He's got a drug-dealing son and a daughter on the run, but there's more where they came from. And everybody says, what is the world coming to? Everybody seems to be so cruel. The neighborhood is not the place to feel safe anymore. And everybody says, what is the world coming to? Everybody seems to be so cruel. The neighborhood is not the place to feel safe anymore.
the ocean. I'm from Nova Scotia, and summer's in the air. And I'm heading to my cabin where crazy things happen when my friends meet me there. Rush hour ain't pretty, the heat in the city, it can get me down sometimes. So I'm seeking relief with my friend Alex Keith and a great big bottle of wine. Ranting and raving, we're misbehaving, but that's alright now and then. Getting tight, having fun, we ain't hurting anyone. Oceanside again. The night is falling and darkness is calling, but the fun's just begun. 'Cause we'll sit around the fire until the wee hours and greet the morning sun. We'll dance a little 'cause Tom's got his fiddle, and he'll be ripping out a reel. And try as I may, no words can convey how good it feels to be ranting and raving and misbehaving, but that's alright now and then. Getting tight, having fun, we ain't hurting anyone. Oceanside again. Well, I've had a great time, the weekend's been so fine, and I'm sad it has to end. But I hope and I pray we soon make our way to this old cabin again. To be ranting and raving and misbehaving, but that's alright now and then. Getting tight, having fun, we ain't hurting anyone. Oceanside again. Ranting and raving, we're misbehaving, but that's alright now and then. Getting tight, having fun, we ain't hurting anyone. Oceanside again.
Thank you, Huey, and I'd also like to thank Sons of Maxwell for providing them videos for us. Now we're going to show you the segment that was provided by Sen, edited and filmed by Jason Dwerong, and the music you're going to hear is by Party in the Kitchen, and it's on Janvrins Fest 2000.
hat, she was rigged for a nap. And know how the trade winds they drove her. She had 27 masts, and she stood several blasts, and we called her the Irish rower. So fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. Fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. Now we had Barney McGee from the banks of the Lee, we had Hogan from County Tyrone, and we been who was scared stiff of work and the tap from the steeple's name alone. We had Slugger O'Toole who was from Gazaro, and Fighting Dick Tracy from Dover, and your man Nick McCann from the banks of the band. He was the skipper of the Irish rower. So fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. Fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. Now we had 1 million bags on the best Sligo rags. We had 2 million barrels of bone, and 3 million bales of old Nanny goat tails. We had 4 million buckets of stone. We had 5 million hogs and 6 million dogs, and 7 million barrels of porter. We had 8 million sides of old blind horse hides in the whole of the Irish rower. So fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. Fare thee well, my pretty little girl, I must sail away. I'll play pretty much much.
Well, I guess I seem to be talked into doing this pretty well every year, and I hope I keep on doing it many, many more years. That's a good sign. Well, here on Janvrins Island, about 50 families small, lives a little lady, she's known by one and all. Been here for just a century, her story she has plenty. She's always got a smiling face, we call her Nanny Mike.
Here's a little tune our dad used to play all the time, so we're going to try it for you.
Our location is great.
Come up here next year, so hope to see you. All yous have a real good year, and we love yous all.
I'd like to thank Huey Sampson, Sons of Maxwell for the use of their videos, Sensen, Jason Gueron, and Party in the Kitchen. If you have any suggestions or comments to make on today's show, I'd be happy to hear from you. You can reach me at 226-1928. Thank you for watching Telile Today. I'm Rhonda LeBlanc.